So welcome to Truth Sentinel, episode 35 from Phuket in Thailand. Today's date is the 21st of December 2014, so just 4 days till Christmas. And to be honest, I haven't really thought about it. When you're abroad, there aren't so many signs that the Christmas period's here. We don't have so much of the music playing in the shops, and to be honest, I don't actually miss that too much. You can get a Christmas dinner here, but you have to pay a fair amount. I might treat myself, I don't know yet. Anyway, welcome to episode 35, which is about the Egyptian pyramids and ancient technology. We're going to be talking to Brian Forster, an Egyptologist, who talks about ancient technology and it probably has some different views to conventional ideas about the Egyptian pyramids. I will also put in a short interview with my Egyptian guide when I visited the pyramids about 10 days ago or so. So please settle back and listen to today's episode. I'll have another chat with you at the end, and I might just have a little chat at the end about Thailand, just a brief one. And if you'd like to know more about the location I'm in, then please let me know on the voicemail. And yeah, I'm wearing the glasses again to hide the red eyes from the tears about not having any more voicemails from anyone yet. So it would be a nice Christmas present for me if you could you leave me a voicemail and just give me some feedback about the show and about your views and your opinions. Truth Sentinel is still a work in progress, but hoping to really improve each episode as we go along. We've now got our new title music, thanks to Mateus Jaguar. And we've got help from Seth Davis for finding guests sometimes. I still look for guests as well. And we've got some real interesting guests coming up. Just off the top of my head, we've got Sheila Zielinski, we've got L.A. Marzulli, we've got Philip Bell talking about Noah's Ark and the flood. We've got episodes coming up about drones. Please keep coming and talking to us in the chat room, also about ideas that you'd like us to talk about, especially if it relates to areas that we're in, but it doesn't have to. Don't forget, you can also get a Truth Sentinel t-shirt. They make fantastic Christmas presents. That was my sales pitch. So thanks again for listening. This is episode 35, the Egyptians, the Egyptian pyramids and ancient technology. We'll also, sorry, forgot to add, we'll also towards the end have Phil G back to talk about another aspect of utopian societies, and today he's going to be talking about healing. So each time Phil comes on, he'll be talking about the problems in our current society and ways perhaps we can improve society if we lived in a utopian society. And it's not a bad thing to aim for, is it really? So best wishes to everyone for the Christmas period. This isn't our Christmas show, that's coming next week, and that will be with Sheila Zielinski. At least she'll be one of the guests. And she'll be talking about biblical healing, and we'll be talking about Jerusalem and maybe some other things. Hasn't quite been made yet, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, relax, start your workout, take the dog for a walk, put your headphones in, and settle down for episode 35. Thank you. So, hello to everyone. Thanks for listening. As mentioned, we're now reporting from an island in Thailand called Phuket, and I'm on top of a hill, which is an absolutely beautiful view over the beach. I haven't actually made it to the beach, I tend to be a night person, so at the moment my time zones are all a bit messed up, and I seem to be waking up at 4 p.m. and not really getting out until the evening, so I must try and get to the beach at some point. This is episode 35, as I've mentioned, talking about ancient technology, the pyramids, and different ideas on their origin. Talking with Brian Forster, and I'll tell you a bit more about him later. Also, Imad, my knowledgeable guide I met in Egypt. Don't forget to use the voicemail chat room. And if you can help in any way, please contact us, as Mateus Jaguar did with the intro music, which I hope you like. Send in any graphics, any videos you'd like us to include. If you've got any questions, email me, scottsentinel9@gmail.com. Remember, we have 2 YouTube channels, Truth Sentinel and Truth Sentinel 2. I've started uploading the videos onto Truth Sentinel 2 now, but I'll always try and put a message on both so you can find it. Going to have a quick look at mainstream news to see what they're saying. As I mentioned before in last week's episode, I'm going to shorten that a bit, but if you think that I should talk more about the latest news, then let me know. Okay, so last episode was on Scientology. Hope you enjoyed that. Today's news, Thailand. What's happening in Thailand? Well, the king celebrated his birthday last week, and there's still concern about what will happen when he succeeded, as he's one of the oldest monarchs and he's always been a stabilizing force here in Thailand. My taxi driver in Bangkok said that people aren't happy with the length of time that the military have been in power, and that corruption's pretty rife, and some people have been doing that Hunger Games salute, and they've been arrested and not been seen since. I was thinking of taking some pictures of Thailand and telling you a bit about the culture here, because there is some interesting aspects related to freedom that I wanted to talk to you about. I've bought a small little mini cam. Things here are quite cheap, so the camera cost me about $60, which is pretty good. Food here is exceptionally cheap and exceptionally good. It's really easy. It's much easier to eat healthier here. You can you can drink coconuts, water straight out of the coconut. Today I had a nice meal of vegetables and steamed rice. I feel like I can become a lot healthier here, and you can do things like Thai boxing, which is my plan. Okay, what else can we talk about? Basically, I wanted to say that, yeah, please give us your feedback. That doesn't include trolls, though, and I would say troll is someone who isn't interested in what other people have got to say and other people's views. We may do an episode on trolls at some point, so if you're a troll, don't worry, we love you too. The USA and Cuba announced its move to normalize relations this week, and really, they could have done that years ago, so I don't think Obama should get any credit for that, really. A lot of these decisions aren't made by the president or the people in charge anyway. Australia, there was shooting, 3 dead. I think it was the shop owner, the one woman who was trying to protect her pregnant friend, according to mainstream news. And if aspects of this story are true, then this guy should never have had a gun legally. I mean, he sounded like a bit of a crazed nut, but you know, as I said, I only sometimes look at mainstream news and comment on it. How much of it's true, we just don't know. We don't know how many little sub-stories there are in the background. There was also the Pakistan school shooting, hundreds killed, many children. You imagine if that had happened in America or in the UK or some other Western country with so many people killed, the uproar internationally. I mean, you know, it's obviously made the news, but I just don't think people care so much when it's in places that they haven't visited or haven't been or don't know much about. And that's one reason I like to travel. And I haven't been to Pakistan either. I must admit, it's not the top of my list. I'd like to go there one day, though. If you're from Pakistan, get in contact. Let us know what it would be like to go there and whether people should go and visit. Some people say it's too dangerous to visit these places. People said that to me about Ukraine, about Brazil, and about a lot of places, and I've always found them to be safer than, say, walking out at night in London. Okay, so last episode we talked about Scientology with Tony Ortega and Karen de la Carriere. I also mentioned today we're going to talk to Phil G in the second part about utopian alternative societies, and with Sheila Zielinski in the Christmas edition, also L.A. Marzulli's coming on, and Philip Bell about Noah's coming up, as well as an episode about drones. So keep listening to future episodes, and don't forget to check out some of our past episodes. We've got episodes about MH370, the Malaysian plane, and I'll be going to Malaysia in next week probably. We've also had episodes about honor killings. We've had episodes about all kinds of topics. So why don't you have a look through the playlist? Just click on the playlist on YouTube and check out some of the past episodes. There might be something there that interests you. I hope there is, actually, to be honest. Okay, before we start with the chat with Brian Forster, have a quick look at this grainy video I took on my phone camera. And this was before I got my new mini camera. So just have a quick look.